Think there's a generator somewhere?
It's a lot of mechanicals. If we power up the station, you think they're gonna power up too?
I see you have activated your holographic shroud, Captain. Excellent. Becoming indistinguishable from an authentic UDL trooper will prove advantageous. A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patch.
Roger that. Just as a precaution, I'm sure you won't mind if we turn on the station's security systems. We'd hate to leave this location undefended after a close call with outlaws. That should have been fixed by now. As you say.
I've never been great at de-escalation. Watch your step. They're still alive.
It's done. Now let's go get our money before Sublight sees what a creepy dump this place is.
Shertrand. I've seen that name before somewhere. Cascadia. Yeah, boss?
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
What can I do? Don't take my... Have a look. Have you...
Oh, it's Martin. Hey, Martin.
How observed... Have a look.
It's almost time for today. I've got a...
Feels like the AC finally kicked in. I was...
Welcome!
Good to see.
I sold it. Didn't seem...
That mod was...
You want to bust my chops? Do it...
Please don't mind her.
C&P Boris Pocket. Get back on the 2.5 seconds.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain. I heard about that, while my lawyers scratched their heads wondering how we do. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any I knew it. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already. That's right. Up until now, I've kept you in the dark for your protection. And after the Monarch job, I started You and I have stumbled onto something big. Maybe Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else.
I knew it.
At least one of your crew can keep an open mind. But this isn't some Aetherwave serial millstone. Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to...
Well, at least she doesn't expect us to...
Damn, she's serious.
Your crew is skeptical. I assume you have questions? If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time. Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon. Terrific. That go-getter initiative will carry you far in sublight. Sharing my findings took a calculated risk. If you were a spy, I doubt... Probably nothing to worry about, as long as you don't... Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
No questions asked, boss?
This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't
C&P pancake mix. Now required.
Crew report. Mioka is drunk. Surprise. Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and... Welcome back, Captain. How can I... We're in orbit over Cascadia, Captain.
Hey, Ellie. Hey, Ellie, how's your head? Still spinning?
Felix, the secret to surviving a good night is a big breakfast. Wait, what are you yammering about?
I was just curious is all. You used to make a face whenever we talked, like you had a headache. But I guess you're feeling all right now.
Look, you're okay, but don't go rubbing it, all right?
Staying out of sight.
Going.
Right on!
Someone else will clean this up, right?
You got him!
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blood. Blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
What was your family like, Felix? Did you ever know him?
I never knew him. Oh,
Do your part to support. What can I? If you don't.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati. The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Rizzo's Drizzleberry Punch. A sour candy shell aroma.
If you want to chop,
How do you do? Oh, what? All right, I suppose. Whom else would I work for? The board is the only force. That's a curious question. Permit me to answer your question another way. In bizarre. Here I have a measure of power and. I understand. And I would ask the same of you, but I suspect. Well, I suspect I'd find your answers less than satisfactory, wouldn't I? Now you see my predicament. Amazing! I didn't think those. An apprehension of this caliber would be tremendous for my career. I would send you just a teensy one, the teensiest. Nothing to, The thing is, I needed money. I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the ground.
To give away something so important to you.
I'll thank you not to question my It's only temp. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board. That's really neither here nor there. I've been working on some. It's a little silly, I'll admit. Silly and completely illegal. I'd be forced in. I produce bootleg cereals, and they're all
That was you?
You're a fan?
Oh, it's all right, Mr. Udom.
The heart wants what it wants, as they say, and mine yearns for the adoration of the master. Flatterer. I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys. It's only temporary, of course, so you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board. That's the long and short of it. I'll be waiting.
Is it Mr. Wells, the fellow who woke you? How bad could he be?
gracious. Depends. What are you planning to do with it? Something is hard to come by as an official. See the lights. Taking a show or two at the infamous. All right, I'll sell it to you. But it's gonna cost you Well, anything else? Anytime.
How do you do? Oh, now then, let me see. I just have to apply the seal here, sign like so, and ta-da! Those authorization forms will let you speak with Sophia when you arrive. I'll send her a message straight away to let her know you're coming.
Where you been living, Captain? Under a rock? Miss...
Yes, quite. She can feel you. Best of...
A reminder to all crew members. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Can we talk? Since we're in Byzantium, there's something... I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried. Whoa, let's calm down. I'm just suggesting we stop by. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. But I worked so hard! I dropped the accent, picked up a swagger, developed a taste for Spacer's Choice. Huh. Well, I bet they won't know the difference. I bet they'll barely recognize me. Reconnect. And, I was thinking you'd come too. Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed, you're the... Anything else? I'll keep it down.
Voila.
Not so fast. All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting you. Go on through.
I see you haven't been shot to pieces by the guards. Do you have an appointment? Of course. You're that curious... Madam Adjutant. Bedford's contact has arrived.
No thank you, Percival. I doubt this will take long. Yes, Hawthorne. I've been reading all about you. This dossier from Emerald Vale was especially engrossing. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown. Today the region is profitable for the... Anyone with eyes can see that you're talented. But you're also unpredictable. I don't like unpredictable. You have potential. But as an investment, you're also... I have a job for you. One of our cartographers needs to be retired. I want you to... The opportunity to be... Rachel Lockwood, cartographer for the Bureau of Exploration. She's done some sensitive work for us. Lockwood has to go. Get rid of her.
If we don't do it, someone else...
You keep colorful associates, Cap. At the very least, I expect you to do better than the other free. We've hired outside contractors, but dependable and competent freelancers. I'll tell you what I can. It isn't as if we're executing Lockwood for mislabeling a river on a map. It is... The nature of Lockwood's work was sensitive, confidential, and concerns the future. I suppose I could, but then you'd be a loose end. And neither of us... Precisely. I'd be a black...
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by...
You can pass. Go on through.
Sure, they look fancy, but inside, they're just marble of existential emptiness. This reminds me of... Oh, never mind. That's top-of-the-line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside? You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around.
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same...
Hagen. I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? To keep me quiet. But if you didn't know that, I always assumed they would put a bullet in my head one of these days.
That's a gentlewomanly way of putting it, Captain.
This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker. What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks. Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage. We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on...
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under... I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No one else died. I must find a cure so his sacrifice isn't in vain. I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is...
Imagine losing something with that many... How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a...
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace. I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy. You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing, and we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either.
Everything I did was for the good of...
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands. You won't regret this. I'm still far from the breakthrough I need, but you're at least giving... For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head...
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond... Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive. Damn. That's it. Now move along. The dock has a lot of... Move along.
The board is our best and only chance at survival. People will learn to accept that.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial-grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Marilyn...
Loss! We certainly... And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble. Play the ruffian angle some more. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've... The last few years have been a bloody haze, right? Yep, we're a pair of
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice... She's right. Since when can...
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we...
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never...
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
We only did what any grieving parent... We collected on your life
and the payouts have been...
You what? Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to...
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many... necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Why did you do...
We had to explain your...
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a misc... Shh.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for...
One of a kind.
That led to your tragic death.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? And what are you gonna do now that...
Yes, about...
Quietly, if you don't mind. I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir.
That's it?
Don't cause a scene.
Fine. Let's talk outside.
What do you think you're doing?
A word, Captain? Can you believe the— We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage. I thought they'd be scared. They'd both be sitting. Mother would drop her mock apple cider and the glass would shatter all— Shh. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either the leather's fake but the scars are real, or oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug? Yeah, I'm gonna use— Now, get— Father would throw his hands up because this would be just like me to come back and make a big— Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got a reputation to— I'd love to know how you'd describe getting kneecapped. But I want to talk about me now. Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exact. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. Wait a second. What if I could get that money? I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut the— My policy is with the Greater Halcyon. Maybe you could use some of your people skill. If that doesn't work, I'm sure—
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report.
How does this sound? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to walk into you like that.
Promotions abound, thanks to your—
For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left. For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left.
We're not gonna do this, are we? Promise me.
My cousin's in pictures. That business makes piracy look civil.
Hey, we're on break. Quit playing with the intercom. I don't have to take this. I'm a junior associate director's assistant.
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism, know what I mean? Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation? A mad scientist? Here's some free advice. If you want to make it in this business, listen, you got a real— I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a—
Not so fast.
Let's just see where this— So what do you say? Terrific!
June might like a casserole, right? No cakes. Yeah?
know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. Just go in there and do what feels natural. We gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And 'cause Josh is paying to see their logo on the big screen. See? Now go in there, find...
Well, well. Here to stop all of this settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills say with their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable. What an unexpected twist.
Are we on camera now?
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axejack, staring one another down across the void of space while Hey, I didn't write. I had you surrounded and outgunned. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last Yes, even you. I have this. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field and the quantaponic chain.
Plasma's already a vapor-like kind of thing. You can't re-vaporize.
Quiet. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment. You're not even... I refuse to the break room.
Cut! That was interesting, kid. Real novel take. Big vibe.
Whatever he offers them, they ask for more.
There's my star. Walk and talk with me. Hey, listen, I appreciate what you tried there. We've got to review your footage before we make a... Here, take this for making the trip down. Maybe we need more guns. Bigger guns.
This Those mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Nothing exciting ever happened, Rob. A UDL security attendant is up.
Today's trends are tomorrow's trash.
Well, you're getting an early start on the... Welcome to Halsey. That's just a little parse. Nope. It's very technical. We can ship...
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
The Emerald Vale plant is back to full production. There's something to be thankful for.
Rizzo Spectrum Black. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Welcome. Welcome to the Bazant. Well, hey there. What can I do for you? Damn, fine, you got me. I ain't a receptionist. Truth be told, I'm glad you know. Lying to a stranger weighs heavily on my spirit. I was hired to cross off Ms. Lockwood. Thought I'd pose as her receptionist. Brilliant, right? Thing is, she ain't shown up in ages. So here we are. I'll just tell her I'm the replacement. If she calls me on it, I'll kill her. I'm gonna wait for her to return. Then we can both have at it. And whoever kills her better get... Yeah, I'm excited about this. What's on your mind, friend? Oh, you know how it goes. Board put out a contract. Looked like an easy job. She's a map mate. Knock yourself out.
Nicely done.
Not so fast! What do you think you're doing? I suppose I can look away this time. Well, you're obviously not from around here. I don't believe I've ever... Are you serious? You're a sightseer? Alonso Vallejos. I'm currently... Glad you asked. We've placed some That slogan's a work in progress. Outstanding! Here, you'll need this special triangulating device. Think of it, when you find a beacon, find every beacon.
Okay.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver, and you know how dreadful paperwork is.
Oh, why, I'm on my legally allotted break. Oh, what are you doing here? Nothing. Nothing. Laws, I knew it! I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing. Maybe I let them out more. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to... Even if I did dare... Really? In that case, take this collection. They have intelligent... Please, do take care. Well, to maintain things, of course. And pipes. Water pipes. Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases. And why they'd do that when they're only Some people say there are monsters Not that I place any stock in silly rumors, of course. I still am. But I must say, I'm far too distressed to deal with the sewer sprats, of course. Therefore very well. See, I'm an enormous fan of all my Well, I name all my sprats after my favorite. So you see, it's imperative, not just names. There's Lord Reginald Kim III, Lady Philippa Farnsworth, Vonda von Vermington, Haroon Greenlee, Iskander Emmanuel she's the chief executive of Farnsworth Incorporated and a fearless captain of industry. He's a mercurial shareholder. They're in a rather tumultuous marriage contract. She's an ambitious shareholder in It's difficult to tell what So is everyone. Haroon is a mysterious young man. Iskander, she's a member of Farnsworth Incorporated's regulatory board. A wise woman with a sharp tongue and a heart of gold. She's the chief executive of Farnsworth Incorporated, and they're in a rather tumultuous marriage contract. Something else?
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
A fine day. How may I be of...
Hortense yells at me about big... One more time, I'm gonna snap.
Why do you think it's been important?
Isn't that your beat?
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
Miss Ellis. Ellie, Dr. Finhill. I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you. You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Finhill.
I oughta. It's kept me alive this long.
I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
You must be joking. Being overrun by a... Oh, there! How splendid. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, with... And here you are, frolicking.
I don't reckon so. Maybe she's
Well, whatever you call it, do it elsewhere. And honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city? What's wrong? It erodes. This city is meant for us, the city. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful. And this early retirement... Oh, do spare me your by simply winning a lot. Tell me, how is that fair? Oh, by the law. I mean it's not right. You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well...
Yes. Listen, what is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile... Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is fantastic. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district. Unless, of course, you had a wealth... These codes will get you past the lockdown. The same way anyone gets... Bits might earn you a place for favors like... Now, do we have any further business, or... I earned my place here. Just... Chief... Well, he described the idea. It was a very long list. Let's see. And you know how the He was a true visionary. You're welcome.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited This ultimatum brought to you. If you don't know, now leave. You're exhausted. Hey, they don't put just anyone in charge of guarding Minister Clark's residence. Sure.
I think we can both agree that Maverick Dog...
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch
My
right
dear fellow,
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the earrings?
Because it was.
Nah, probably just shot.
That episode from a few weeks ago was supposedly based on a real incident.
Spacer's Choice Zero G Brew. An ale that's made for what ails you.
I've always...
You! Don't speak. Hold. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty pride. Celeste, you've done it again. I knew from the... I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs. Darling, I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. Marvelous! You and I are... What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the... Also, I expect you to model for me. Oh, you cad! You'll be the talk of business. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real space...
No tall shoes, though. I mean it.
You have the bearing and demeanor of a boar. Fabulous! I can't wait to see...
You don't gotta be so forward about my reason.
Let me get a good look at you. My word, such muscular...
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. As you wish, I can. What can I do for you, darling? Here's my last estimate. Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling.
I don't get why that's funny.
Oh, my All right, Captain. Here is the app. There are some things I simply cannot skip. Now stand back. Back. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening.
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, for you, anything. Byzantium has... I want to make people uncomfortable the way you do. I'm not some common button. You're very welcome.
I love Byzantium.
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by... How curious! I was just wondering after... Quite so. She's especially fond of... She's a common enough sight during the evening hours. I do. Unfortunate... Or no, not honor-bound, the other thing. Paid, yes. I'm paid to keep her location. I'm quite sure you'll be able to convince me. Oh, by all means, ask a... Maverick John... I don't believe in work. Work is for automechanicals. By automechanic, we all have our...
Hey, stand back. Yep, you're looking at the minister. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me. He's basically... That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own... That's right. Not just anyone is a... That's a great...
Captain, I can smell him from...
Sure have.
He's got power.
And you... Hey, you're really great. Wow, listen to me. Who am I? It's not every day you... Wow! Oh, laws. I really shouldn't. I'll,
Nonsense. You've got...
Guess I can't argue. Ugh. I don't feel so good. I just need to sit down.
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but...
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience. Request confirmed. Benter protocol activated. Did you know that despite being an...
Remember that stranger I saw on the street?
CNP pancake mix now requires no mixing. Seriously, don't mix.
Welcome, intrepid adventurer, to Prosperity Plaza, where the shops never close. Now, make your way to the bustling region of Emerald Vale. Prepare to be dazzled by the Vale's breath. Taking lava flows. Rated the third...
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid... Well, I guess that's everything. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for. To fix up the air cyclers? I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll set... Oh, this is real scary.
CNP near maple syrup.
I only wish they weren't showing so many Spacer's Choice ads. Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong. It means everything's running like... Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe skip.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
If I...
That's the last of them. Finally. Is it just me, or are we getting more and more retired recently? Not just...
Real slick.
Move along.
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected. Elected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 furniture. Some assembly required. 24/7 furniture is not responsible for any injury, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process.
Elevator go back up.
Nice one!
Unexpected noise. Halt. Unexpected.
Nice and easy.
Here we go. I got her.
Easy.
Performing.
How'd you do that so fast? You gotta teach me that.
Processing.
Here we go.
Nice one!
Too strong. Hit it with something else.
Nice one! Or something stronger! That's the last of them.
Get away from me! Were you following me?
Hey, hey, you found her. I'm a little miffed you didn't let me know, but all's well that ends well.
What?
My friend and I here have jobs to do. You just sit tight for a minute while we just... Ah, yeah, look. The contract calls for her maps, yeah?
Hold on, okay? Just...
Will you pipe down? We're trying to have a business meeting here. We could have had a beautiful thing here, you know.
Wow, not even a scratch.
You killed him! Please, just leave me alone. I don't know anything, I swear.
Just make sure Akande doesn't hear about it, or she's putting a...
I'm not gonna cause any trouble for the board, I swear. You won't hear a word out of me. I'll just disappear.
Any luck finding my sprat? Truly? And all safe and sound. Oh, Reginald, Philippa, Vonda, Haroon. Please, take this. It's now.
Nice thing about traveling with the captain. We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure, best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain.
That's one right there.
Kinda hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
Could be. I must admit, I'm getting a certain thrill out of our little arrangement. It is going well, I hope. What? You mean it's just a sham they perpetuate so they can... Brilliant! To take the most... Why, I had no reason to be envious at all. What a relief. You would, wouldn't you, Now then, to the matter of your fee. Of course, as we... In any event, while I...
Dr. Ellie, you ever wonder if maybe we got something? In common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix... We're now in orbit above Bulbrook, Captain. Remember that you are...
Always imagined Fallbrook would be...
This looks like...
I see you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must... I remember that one. That's the young so...
Of course no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the...
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one. You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that... Oh, you mean Well, hypothetically, you'd access the... And you'd, theoretically... But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud. Please. Very well. I'll need... If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new... I hope Ms...
Captain, you really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it. I've never been prouder to stand back and watch someone else work. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real.
Come on, I thought we were celebrating. You want me to think about the future?
If only you could have been my chief surgeon back. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee. Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble? I always thought it meant we get used to the smell of each other. But you really do see a rosier version of things, huh? Yeah, I'm not trying to get all... Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone... So... You just... It's nothing personal. It's just the clothes. Anyway, enough of the touchy-feely. I can take a hint.
Hungry? No rubber.
No reef. You